What's up? I don't know how long I'm gonna be on for. I need to start moving more stuff over to the other house, but we're gonna stream for a little bit. I've been waiting for it to get a little bit darker. I took some stuff over earlier, but like, eh, it's weird. It's weird moving at night, but at the same time, it means that you don't have to deal with like neighbors, especially because the ones that are near me, um, we talk every now and then, so they know I'm moving, and they know I'm moving across the street back to where we were before, but still weird.
Our voice is a machine. We do not have feelings. However, we can sing by putting feelings
See, I
by
don't know what the
putting
difference is
words
between these two.
we put
I'll check it out again.
words.
I went to Future Tone
We
earlier.
put a lens.
This menu theme being different is because I switched the themes in sound settings. This is what it was by default. Doesn't do bad. So, check this out. Alright, so I was sitting here, and one of the things I usually do when I play a rhythm game is I'll go into the menus and try to calibrate the latency. Um, it's super stupid. So I'll try to calibrate the latency so there's no delays. You know, I get as close timing to what would happen in the arcade as possible. Um, it's what makes playing old rhythm games like DDR and the PS1 tough because they didn't have that issue on CRTs. Like if you did, you were just kind of screwed over. Um, modern games, like since Guitar Hero, I would say Guitar Hero 2. I'm gonna say, I think it was 2 on 360 and PS3. That's when latency became an issue with like HDMI and flat screen TVs and wireless controllers and all this stuff. Um, but anyway, I'm usually calibrated. It'll be different between displays. So if you're using this one versus the built-in screen and the TV, whatever, it's always gonna be slightly different. Um, so I had gone through and switched it. I'll show you the calibration thing. It's not even. I swear there's another one that's in here somewhere, but I just can't find it anymore. Um, my scores have gone up so much higher. Oh god, I don't like Vocaloid music. This is part of the reason. The two reasons I stayed away from this series is I don't care for Vocaloids. Um, and then it was Vocaloids, and I feel like the challenge in the Hatsune Miku games is reading the interface. It's like reading the notes that are coming up. It's not hitting them. It's because there's so much stuff happening in the background. Like the characters are dancing, and the notes are, instead of coming like straight up or straight down, they're coming in from all over the place, and it's hard to see. But that's the point of the game. There's also this bottom right corner, so you go into here. There's an achievement for doing this. I was just doing it just because I was like, you know what, I might as well go ahead and do whatever. But you can customize the outfits, of course. Of course, for her, there's a million different outfits. Um, you got all these over here, and you can choose whatever. But the game recommends certain outfits for certain songs. Um, but there's also different characters that you can use. You know, it's whatever. Some of these characters I see, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I've seen them in like other games, but I don't know for sure. This character here in particular looks like somebody from I can't think of what the name of the game is. Blade Arts, Blade Arcus, Blade Arcus. There we go. I think she's from there, which is also it's a spinoff of a visual novel thing. But yeah, so you got all these. Choose whatever. I haven't assigned the Space Channel 5 outfit to anything yet. You don't get more experience, I don't think, for using it. But yeah, so I switched my latency thing down to like 0, the lag thing. It's just called like lag timing or something. It's this thing right here, and I thought there was a way to like press buttons. Like a lot of games will be like, all right, here's like 20 notes. Press it in sync with the music, and it kind of like auto corrects, and you just do that a handful of times to get like as close as possible. This one, I don't see that. I just see the numbers. Um, yeah. Sorry, I don't know what just happened there. When the notes came up, the entire screen just like froze up for a second. Boy. It's off again. Such a low score. Kept losing my combo. Oh, anyway. Rhythm games. Oh, I didn't want to retry this. Return to song list. I think what I wanted to do originally is I wanted to line it up with my Step Mania timing, but I don't know. Good heavens. There's so many songs in this game. That's the recommended outfit. This is the outfit right here. I was like, you know what? Maybe the outfit idea isn't terrible. It's the fact that they had this in here. This is from is it Valkyria Chronicles? The war game, whatever the war game is. I'm thinking Valkyrie Profile, I think it's Valkyria Chronicles. That was super crazy. That's when I realized, like, oh, there's like outfits for like different years. Like here's like, you know, I don't know, like a winter 2012 thing. Let's try one more. Six point 66. It looks like the song's pretty much over. Safe. Get out of here. Oh, man. Almost rank 4. Boy. Yeah, there's not much to look at in this game is the thing. There's like dancing girls in the background, but if you don't really understand rhythm games, it just looks like a bunch of like nonsense. See, this looks like it should have a different outfit, like they're judging from the background thing, but it doesn't have it. It's so weird. And of course, she has so many outfits. surprised I have any of these even unlocked. Any points in them. Let's see what they look like. I'm sure these are like ridiculous. I can't do anything on extreme. I can barely do anything on hard. My scores on hard that are passing are like at 60%. It's like one thing away from passing. Oh, look at that. It's not a pass. I don't think it's a pass. Maybe it is. I don't think it is. I think it's... Nope. 67%. It's not too bad for a first try. If I could just get the timings down, man. But the timing of this game feels so specific. Like, hitting cool, you have to be, like, right on there. So if you have any sort of, like... There are games that you play, rhythm games, where, like, you'll be in sync. I've seen people complain about this in the forum, where the latency is not set up right. You'll be in sync, and then you'll slowly, like, drift off, and your timing will get off, and then it'll catch back up. It's so specific. I don't want to retry. I'm good. I learned my lesson. And the fact that there's no easy way to go into the menus and, like, change the latency and stuff. Weird. Alright, well. Starting to get the hang of the game, though, so at least there's that. I was worried this is going to be one of those games that I bought, and I'm like, you know what? It's a rhythm game, but it's not really clicking for me. The one that I mentioned to people all the time, like, look, there's an adult game out there called Beat Banger, and that game is probably one of the best rhythm games I played that is on Steam. Not in general. It doesn't compete with, like, you know, Pump or DDR or whatever, but, like, for being on Steam, not too bad. But it's adult. It's an adult game. So there is that. Dino Crisis. Dino Crisis 4, Final Dino. Dead Estate. I've explained what I don't like about this game before. With this game, let's see if it's still there. Let's go to the store. It was like overwhelmingly positive in terms of reviews. Yeah, all right, it's overwhelmingly positive in terms of reviews. My problem is that everything, every room in the game is a box. So you go into the room, and there's different enemy types and stuff, and it's a twin stick shooter, survival thing, whatever. But it's just a box. It's just a square, like tilted, and I don't get it. I don't understand how people are like, man, I want to play this game forever. I don't know what just happened there. Let's try one more time. It's probably going to do the same thing again. I don't really care about the cloud saves. Cloud saving is cool, but I also expect everything to go bad. Oh. I'm gonna try to change the resolution in a second. I think it's the fact that it's trying to play at a weird resolution. Let's try that. Let's try VSync on. That's what it is. It's something to do with the resolution. All right, that's fine.
Let's get moving.
See how the rooms, they're just boxes. So they click with me. I'm like, there's so many other games I can play that aren't just boxes. Enter the Gungeon is out there, and like, yeah, I just don't know, man. I've never seen anything in this game in particular. I'm like, yeah, this is overwhelming. Don't know. I don't know. There's a key up here. Look at the key. Key. We'll go this way. Uh, 40 seconds. What is this? This is takes you back. Okay. I guess that's the boss down there. Office.
Goodbye.
That's the big dude. That's right. Forgot about the big guy. Awesome. There's a little Shadow Man too, I didn't see him over there. I was like, how is the room not open yet? No. Up there. Stop.
Like what you see.
Not Dick Tracy. What did I just buy? I was just trying to take a screenshot.
Bye bye.
Now I'm broke. We'll go down a room, up to the left, over this way. Big guy's still here somewhere. Is this a bed? So it's here, down this way, down another one, right over here. Blood must atone for blood. hoping to find health, but probably not going to. What the hell was that? Oh, yeah, stupid bullet. Oh, in the damn town. Yeah, I don't know, man. Every time I play it, I'm like, yeah, this is totally fine, but like, overwhelmingly positive. Like, what are they doing? And there's people that are like, I got 400 hours in this game. It's like, why? There's nothing wrong with the game. It's just that it feels like there's so many other games that do the exact same thing. I don't know if they're gonna do it or not. They're adding so this is coming out on the Switch 2, or maybe the Switch and the Switch 2 soon. And they're adding in it's Goof Troop, and there's something else. And Goof Troop is a really, 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 really cool game. I don't remember. What's up, Huey? What's up, buddy boy? This tail, I swear. Are we the baddies? You ever looked at the little badge on your cap? It's got skulls on it. This game, it's a 2D. I don't know if it counts as a roguelike. It's just can't really call it a shmup. It's like an arena, whatever, like a survival thing. And it's 2D, and you play as a pilot. And I think there's different crafts that you can use, but the catch is like there's certain things that you can do, and I think like the closer you get to getting to dying but living, I think it like boosts your score up. I think there's like some stuff where you need to like dive underwater or something to cool your jets or something weird. But I remember playing this for a little bit, and this game was awesome. And this is one of those games that I tapped out of because I'm like, I could see myself spending way too much time playing this game. Using this as is no, it's Laser Knight. Oh, press up to launch. There we go. We're in the game. So I hold up to go in the direction I'm going. Like whatever direction I'm looking at, that's how you go that direction. But if you want to, you can do stuff like this where you can like spin and let yourself sort of like fall back towards the enemies and then fly back up. Games had a super cool style. So the circles when you take hits, I forgot, it's not, getting hit doesn't kill you instantly, but it zooms the world in a little bit and that gives you some time to like recover. If you recover, you get back to full health. So let's see. This kind of reminds me a little bit about Time Pilot. I think that's part of why I like it. As a huge Time Pilot fan. And I feel, I don't think it's true, but I feel like I was looking at the website 1UP when I found out about this game, which is, 1UP hasn't been around forever. Man, I wanted to write for them so bad. Not a twin stick shooter either. It is a game where you have a fire button, so you're shooting, and you're just shooting in the direction that you're pointing. But I think different ships have like different types of things they do. Oh shoot! Oh. So you can go in here and you can change your weapons and stuff, but they all work different. So we'll use this for example. Right, yeah, this just shoots like a laser. Looks like using the laser also slows you down a little too, so. battleships. Oh, it's almost gone. It was almost gone. It was smoking. Damn. More run. They want me to kill a blimp, but I don't see any blimps. Good heavens, what is that? That thing right there. Oh, man. It's absolutely one of these games where you sit here and you play it, and you just kind of get into it and just playing it over and over and over. Cool game. Cool game. It still holds up alright. Lovely Planet. When's the last time I played this? 2024. I can't play this game with a controller. So Lovely Planet is designed to be like a speedrunning type game. It's a cute first person shooter. But the catch is that like I think everything kills you in one hit. I think you kill most things pretty easily, but the idea is that you have like a time limit to get to the level. So it's not just getting to the levels. You have to get to the levels and get a good score too. But again, trying this on a controller is going to be a nightmare. This is the first level. This is the first level. They made a follow-up, which I never played, because, I don't know, I thought this game is totally fine, as is. I don't hear the music, and the music is the best part. See that top score, those top two scores, those are fake scores. Ah. Well, the music's here, I just can't hear it. I have my volume too low. Nope. There's just no music right now. Don't know why. So the way that this would work is that on that section, I would want to like just keep moving forward. There's actually a few that do this really cute thing where like they know you have a timer, so they lead you in a direction, and like you get there and it's like, oh, it's a sign saying you should have gone the other way, basically. Those apple things like this, whatever that is, those can't touch the ground. If they touch the ground, you're dead. Ugh. Man, don't know if you saw that. There was one right around the corner when I came around. Get that guy. Go here. Kill this thing. Touch those. Kill this. Got you. I think it makes the game like super entertaining to me. It's not the same, but it gives me like Katamari vibes is one thing, and the other thing about it is it's that it's so cute. There's no real like crazy hidden secret techniques either. Like there's no like, oh, you can do like a double jump off of this thing. It's just this is the game. This is it. It's just a precision shooter. It's not a boomer shooter. It's just precision. The movements feel really good. When the music works, I swear the music is awesome too. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I have to make sure I don't hit the gray things. Those are basically like hostages, I guess. Okay. There's also like when you get like comfortable, there'll be moments when you're able to like jump forward because you know where an enemy is, like that right there, and you kill one and you spin back around and you shoot the other one. Also, as you can see, you can shoot, but it's not like I feel like the rate of fire. I think it's as fast as you tap, maybe, but it's not crazy fast as a result. I'm sure people have done some sort of dumb thing where they bind their keys onto the shooting button onto like the middle mouse. That's what people used to do in Counter Strike when one of the revolvers was set to that. So they'd come around the corner, just scroll up and like blast you, just murder you straight out. So what happened is one of those ball things was there. I missed this one. Alright, we're good. Let's move the doggy up here. No. Man. He's gonna start whining. Yep. Let's see what else is in here. There's a game that I bought. It was one of the last games I bought when the Steam Deck was working. To a T. That's it. To a T was the game from the guy that made Katamari and Nobi Boy and all those other weird games. The problem with this game is that on the Steam Deck, it ran really bad. It also, one of the issues that people had, I'm a people, this is really dumb, is that it didn't have cloud save. So like if you started playing it on the PC and you went back over to here, like your whatever you're playing it on, there's no way to transfer it. But the game isn't like it's not challenging. It's not one of those games like, oh, I can just fly through this. Just I just gotta do busy work to get back to where I was. And that kind of killed it for me because I got tired of doing the same levels over and over and over on different things. Now we're good. Let's leave that alone. Thief. For some reason I thought I had Thief installed. I'll make a mistake and put that on this drive here. Oh, there it is. I thought I had SVC. SNK versus Capcom. The proper one. Yeah. Unreal. Let's see if this works. This will be interesting. I think I set up controls for this. This was like the first PC game I remember having for myself. I remember I got Unreal Gold, and then I also got EverQuest, but I didn't know how to play. I had only played like stuff at my friends' houses. Like I played like Duke Nukem on somebody else's house, the share version. I think I played Doom share version. Everybody else is into like strategy games like Age of Empires and Command and Conquers and StarCraft. So when I started getting into the shooters, they didn't know how to play them. They didn't touch them. So the idea of using like either the arrow keys and the mouse, or I don't think everybody was using WASD back then, but all that stuff was like completely foreign to my friends. Anyway, I just want to see if this is actually going to work or not. I don't have high hopes. Yeah, okay. Oh, is it actually loading? I think it's actually loading. It's running just as good as it did back in the day too. Okay, now it's way better. there? Oh yeah, there's the expansion, Return to Nepali. That's it. What I would need to do is I need to get the, I think it's like an OpenGL driver or something. Let's go here. 16 by 9. Pee-wee? Pee-wee. Stuff up is so annoying. The scaling is all jacked up for some reason. See how it zooms out, it looks almost normal, and then it goes back to whatever that is. Let's see if this fixes the resolution. Maybe it will. I might get lucky. Probably not, though. Is that what we're doing, people? Man, it's weird. Why would it do that? Why is the scaling all jacked up? Guess we can't play that one. Really? So there's this game that's on here. It's not a game. I don't know what to call it. I guess it's a thing. It's not really a front end either, but it is Anarchy Arcade. So let's see how many hours I have in this. I have 64 hours in this. I haven't touched it since 2017, which is consequently right around when I got the virtual reality, the Rift, I think. No, I got the Rift a few years, maybe like a year later. Um, so this lets you kind of create rooms, just like social hangout spaces and stuff, but you can use it to like launch games. And the reason I stopped using it is because I put so much time into making this thing look as cool as possible. Like I had, machines. I had like an arcade set, it was Flynn's Arcade from Tron, and I had the whole thing set up. It was like different rows of games, different styles of games. I had my PC games hooked in there too that I liked playing, that fit with the arcade theme. The problem though was none of the games ran in there. So what it was basically doing is, let's say you put Street Fighter 4 in there from Steam. You make an arcade machine, you attach Street Fighter 4 to it, and you walk up to the machine and you go over there and you press start. When you're on it, your character like locks in, and I think if you're playing with somebody else and they have the same games you do, you'll see them kind of like interacting with the machine. They're just kind of doing whatever. But for you, it launches the game separately in the background, so it doesn't eat up your resources, which is cool. But at the same time, I was like, man, how cool would it be if you could play these games in here? And then MUVR came out and new retro arcade and stuff. So those kind of beat this out for me, but this got an update recently. I'm thinking about going back into it. Baby boy. Oh, baby boy. Atlas game installed? What? I wonder if I have that installed. Oh wait, you know what? Quake is another one I should check out because I bet you Quake also has the same issue I just had with Unreal, like scaling being off. Because Quake is designed to run at like 640 by 480. This is actually a game I got running on the Steam Deck before, and I had a more portable mouse and keyboard. And I remember being in a car dealership and just sitting here and just playing through like a third of the campaign. Oh man. Let's see. Let's see. Quake 3 Arena. It's not doing me any good if I can't select anything. At least the menu works at low resolutions. What the hell are they playing? Were they using whatever? That person said they used the right control key to shoot. What in the world? Here we go. System. That's the one widescreen resolution. That's funny. Let's try this out. What I should be doing is I should just be using Quake Live, but we're good. Let's do this. I'm just gonna leave it default because I have issues.
Welcome to Quake 3 Arena. Enter the portal to begin combat. Crash.
I remember reading about this in magazines. They were talking about like the comparison of Quake 3 versus Unreal Tournament and which game was better.
Gladiator's goal is to get the most frags jump hitters to reach the armor. Walk over an item to pick it up. Hunt Crash to win this arena. You have taken the lead. Three frags left. Two frags left. One frag left. Tier 1, Trainee. Ranger, Phobos, Mix, Orb, Sarge.
Same thing. Let's just go ahead and go.
Ranger. You have taken the lead.
Can I do a rocket jump of this? Kind of. Not with the precision you want.
You are tied for the lead.
remember, so playing this with 2 sticks. I remember back when this game came out on Dreamcast, that was, I remember renting it. Jeez, about to get the armor. And, you could play against PC players, and you could always tell, because you would hop in a match, and all of a sudden people, like, jumping around and spinning and stuff like that, and you can't. If you remember, the Dreamcast only has 1 analog stick. Never forget that. If you're ever wondering what makes Dreamcast first-person shooters weird, it's because you have the 1 analog stick and the face buttons. So it'd be like face buttons to move, analog stick to aim, and then like you got the other buttons for like, I guess, looking around or whatever. The most useless button in Quake, crouching. Quake Live does a super cool thing where it shows you how fast you're like moving. It'll give you like a speedometer, and like I think to access different tiers, to start off with like different levels or whatever, you have to like clear certain challenges, and like I'm only so good at Quake movement. But yeah, this game was all over the magazines back in the day. This actually has I guess I can't call it DLC. There was like a map pack that came out, and I want to say it had Eminem and Dr. Dre in it. It was like an official thing too for some reason, which is weird. But that was a strange time, because if you think about it, in the WWF games for a while, because of The Undertaker, they had to put Fred Durst in there. So I think Fred Durst is in maybe like 2 of the SmackDown games on PS2, and then he's also in, I believe, Fight Night, not Fight Night, Fight Club. Different time, man. It's a completely different time. How do I not have Katamari on here? Wild. I was going to see how big it is. Actually, Katamari does have this ability to like kind of piss me off. What it is if I play it, and the first Katamari just doesn't have, it's like the pacing is off or something like that. Like the missions get to be too long. So you'll do missions that are like 30 minutes long, and it's like you don't have to get this big, and like you get to a certain point and it just slows way down. I remember streaming the game and getting like flying through most of it and like, there's a reason I don't play this as much as I would like to. And then I got there and it's like, oh, that's right. Because once you have to do one of those missions like twice, you're like, you know what? I think I'm good. Flip witch. You're out. Caravan sandwich. The game runs really weird for some reason. Abundant sunshine tomorrow. Highs in the low 40s and lows in the low 20s. And people are like, man, Jason, why do you always get sick? I'm like, man. A few days ago, I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt. And now I have to change how I'm dressing because it's so damn cold out there. And it went too far. They flew too close to the sun. What it should have been is it should have been this, and then this should have been DLC for this. Instead of being a separate game, I was trying to explain it to somebody. I was like, they should have done a Tony Hawk 3 DLC pack, and then done something with 4, maybe. And then maybe they can hit the underground games up. But putting 3 and 4 in a bundle together as a standalone game, it's a weird choice. Katana Zero. Daikatana. Daikatana. John Romero is about to make you his bitch. There are people that have been out there trying to make that game good. They have been really dedicated to, like, we can fix this. I see retro games. I'm like, man, this is home. Looking at these right here, like at least these two, you know, 7 is 7. But 4 and 6, which is nice, nice and cozy. I reinstalled this because I don't want to free up like 90 gigs. What do I need for Street Fighter 6? I know Street Fighter 6 is huge. I can't do Tekken. I can do Tekken 6 or Tekken 7, but I cannot do Tekken 8. Game annoys me. Yeah, look at this. 95 gigs. Get out of here. It looks like it's worth it, of course, but 95 gigs. Irresponsible. Cool game. Definitely a cool game, but can't do it, man. Let's go do a run in Dragon's Lair real quick. I'm going to start taking stuff to the other house in a second. Having Dragon's Lair, Dragon's Lair and Night Trap. I guess what's the other? Is it double switch? Like having access to all these games just here on the same console. It's so neat. I just wanted to be on arcade mode. I don't understand. I didn't see. I wasn't supposed to have to press up. Zero score. Crazy. hit the button to attack. You just press the button. Swing my sword too early. Maybe arcade cabinet view is kind of messing with my head, because usually it would just be on-screen prompts. They give you a second to do that. I didn't see that. I'm telling you, not having the prompts be like visible, like right in front of you, is very confusing. Because what you have to do is you have to look at the joystick and stuff on the side of the screen. Let's switch that, turn off the arcade cabinet view. This is easy also, by the way. It's not that the game is hard. See, having it right there in the middle of the screen, it's so much easier to focus on. The attack button instead. Cannot do this one. I don't understand this one at all. Wrong button. All these deaths so far have just been the wrong button getting pressed. Alright. Doing alright. Barely get time to react. Man. Highest score yet, though. other direction. It screwed me over so bad. That's funny. When it screwed me over, it's usually they usually want you to go to the right, but it was left. Oh, I was almost at my next highest score, or whatever. But it's fine. GG's. All right. Well, I guess I'll be back. I feel like I should have more time in that game. I feel like I've definitely messed around with the game for longer than that, but not, Steam don't lie. Anyway, I'll catch you later.